From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Hannah Mordo, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 for January 1st, 2024. Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for starting your day with us here on the News 8 Daily 8 podcast. It's off to a great start this year. We finally got some snow overnight, the first significant accumulation recorded here in central Indiana for this winter. Now, cloudy skies are going to stay in place for most of the day. There will be some isolated flurries or drizzle, kind of going to be a dreary day out there. High temperatures will only be in the mid to upper 30s. We are following breaking news. A man and a woman have been found in a car on the north side. At least one of them is dead. Earlier this morning, IMPD said the pair were shot, but now police are saying it's not clear. Officers were called to the scene for a crash on Michigan Road in Gradview when they found the pair with trauma injuries. No names are available at this time. More breaking news this morning. Gunfire rings in the new year with a violent start to 2024. IMPD says 2 people are dead, at least 10 others are hurt, in almost a dozen different shootings across the city. News 8's Amisha Ramsey has the new details from police.
There's been a string of violence that's unfolding all overnight, now including that breaking news that you heard at the top of this hour. Now, before that, police say the most recent happened around 4:40 this morning. IMPD says a person was shot near East Bradbury Street and South Keystone Avenue. At around 1 a.m., tragedy struck again on the near north side. A man died and police found him near a van with holes from bullets at 31st Street and Boulevard Place. They think he ran from the van to a nearby house, but he didn't make it. He died at the hospital. Now, police are asking for the public's help.
Is an adult male. That's all we know right now. We're just now starting the investigation, and detectives are just now starting to get in on it. Anybody that knows anything, please contact our homicide division or Crime Stoppers. We need the public's help in this.
Moving to another incident, police say a man is in critical condition after a shooting on the southwest side. This happened around 11:30 last night, a neighborhood south of Mann and Thompson Road. And now a 5th person was shot in a neighborhood near 34th Street and Eagle Creek Parkway. And 3 other people who were also shot went to the hospital this morning. They were reported to be okay. Now, again, these are all under investigation. It remains unclear what led up to these shootings. We'll let you know as we get more information, but so far, no arrests have been made. I'm Amisha Ramsey at Wish TV, wishtv.com, and like us on Facebook.
New on Daybreak, firefighters say one person is stable at the hospital after a house fire just south of the Indiana State Fairgrounds. The fire was at a home on Carrollton Avenue near North College Avenue and East Fall Creek Parkway. It started just before 5 this morning. IFD says the cause may have been a candle that was not blown out. Crews say several pets inside that house died. The flames at least, are out now. Popular 3-time NASCAR Cup champion Cale Yarborough died over the weekend. He won 3 consecutive championships from 1976 to 1978. He also competed in the Indianapolis 500 4 times. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway says Yarborough was one of the most versatile drivers in the sport. The track statement continued with, "The fans and drivers at IMS loved his competitive spirit, passion, and understanding and appreciation of what racing at Indianapolis means, whether as a driver or a team owner. Our sport and our event have lost an icon." Now to Colts Watch. The team will face the Houston Texans at home in primetime on Saturday. The NFL announced the move last night, then Colts owner Jim Irsay shared it online in what will be a showdown for a spot in the playoffs. Our Andrew Chernoff has reaction after yesterday's 23-20 win.
It was a true team effort on Sunday as the Colts beat the Raiders by 3, setting up a monster matchup next week against the Houston Texans in a vital game for both teams' playoff chances. This win, though, on Sunday, another demonstration of this team's bounce-back ability after a tough loss.
I think it's resilience, right? Shoot, in this league, sometimes you get beat. You don't want to get beat like we did in Cincinnati. You don't want to get beat like we did in Atlanta. How are we going to respond to it? And we can't let that happen week in and week out. You got to bounce back, and our guys have done a heck of a job bouncing back the last 2 times that's happened to us.
We all understand how much we needed it, the realistic ramifications if we lost, It's just been, kind of like since the bye week, it's been, hey, we just got to win one at a time, and we'll get there.
One thing I learned is how scrappy, how tough this team is. We knew we had tough players, But it's a different story when you say you have a tough team. You have a tough team, you know, bouncing back from adversity, no matter what happens in the game.
We had all the faith in Gardner Minshew. JT had a great game tonight, and that's the best part about it. I feel like just watching my teammates and watching them carry the team and do what they do, man, it's a blessing. We worked all season for this moment, and we conquered it, but we got another one to do next week.
I feel like last year, you know, we would get put in tough situations, and, you know, sometimes, you know, we all wouldn't stand tall, you know what I mean? And at a certain point, you know, the guys that was trying to go would break down. This year, I think you could just see it throughout the entire season, from the beginning to just 15 minutes ago. Every man on that roster, every man on that sideline is pulling together to the very end, no matter what.
The Colts are already turning the page from this win against the Raiders as they have shifted their focus already to the Texans. And even head coach Shane Steichen said he's going to learn a lot about his team this upcoming week. Inside Lucas Oil Stadium, Andrew Chernoff, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and like us on Facebook.
Now to all Indiana politics. Many new and re-elected mayors will be sworn in today across the state. This includes Stephanie Terry, who will be the first black woman to serve as mayor of Evansville. News 8's government reporter Garrett Bergquist spoke with her ahead of today's ceremony.
Under state law, January 1st is when all city officials' terms begin. Terry tells me she's humbled by the historic nature of her election. She says her priorities include housing, public safety, and code enforcement.
It's very humbling, number one, that the voters had enough confidence in me to elect me as the first woman and also the first African-American woman. We have a tagline here in our community that E is for everyone. And this is really, I think, a testament to that. And I want to celebrate the fact that our region and our city has made that tremendous progress, that we're growing as a community, and that we're looking for individuals that, are capable and qualified to do the work for the residents of this community. I have served this community well and have built some strong relationships. And I think, the result on November 7th was a testament to that.
I want to touch on a couple of issues you alluded to just now, and those are issues that are going to resonate back here in Indianapolis as well. How do you plan to encourage developers to build more affordable housing?
Yeah, I think one of the first things that we intend to do, I'm going to be pulling together what's called a blue ribbon committee. I want to include trades, our developers and contractors to sit around the table and for us to really look at our process and look at how we can modernize and streamline the process for, development in our community. We've heard that's one of the challenges that we're seeing, developers go outside of our city. And I think it's the key to us, generating more revenue for our community. And so that's looking at that process is critical for us in those first 100 days.
You've also talked about shifting responsibility for mental health and substance abuse calls away from the police department. How would that work?
Yeah, already we have a strong crisis response team with our local police department, as well as one of our, mental health facilities, Southwestern Behavioral Health Care. And so when our teams are going out and they have a mental health run or a situation, they're inviting those crisis coordinators to join them on those runs. And I think it's been a great partnership, and I think we're going to continue to see that program grow again, so that we're providing the right support that individuals need when they're in crises.
All Indiana Politics airs every Sunday morning at 9:30 exclusively on Wish TV. I'm Garrett Bergquist for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and like us on Facebook.
Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett will also be sworn in today. Hogsett and 25 members of the City County Council will take their oaths of office at the Indiana Landmarks on Central Avenue. The ceremony starts at 11 this morning. Hogsett is only the second mayor in the city's history to be sworn in for a third term. New on Daybreak, thousands of people gathered in Times Square to ring in the new year. Gloria Pazmino has a look at one of the most famous ball drops.
Happy New Year. Happy 2024 from New York City. Right here in the middle of Times Square, the greatest place in the world, greatest city in the world. Happy 2024. Thousands of people, at least 1 million people have gathered to celebrate 2024. Thousands of people have been packing the streets for hours since early this morning, and they are finally having their moment now. The ball has come down. All 11,000 pounds of Waterford crystal to ring in the new year. The iconic Frank Sinatra anthem playing behind us right now. now, and tons of confetti falling from up high as revelers here take it all in. There's no place like New York City on New Year's Eve. This is an iconic, once-in-a-lifetime celebration, and it was a perfect evening. The weather was just right, no security concerns of any type, and the event just really went exactly as planned. The weather cooperated, safety was under control, the NYPD doing what they do best, keeping New Yorkers safe, and this event going off without a hitch. Now just thousands of people stretching back for blocks and blocks, singing, getting their New Year's Eve kiss, and getting started to start off on a brand new year, 2024. Many good things to come ahead. Happy New Year. May it be a good one, a healthy one, a joyful one for everyone. I'm Gloria Pasmino in Times Square. Back to you.
Also new, the first babies of the new year are here in Central Indiana. Community Health Network welcomed baby boy Ismael Casillas Caldera. He was born at 1:22 this morning at Community Hospital South. The hospital shared some sweet photos of the newborn and his parents, Dora Caldera and Adrian Casillas. Hospital says both mom and baby are doing well. Franciscan Health shared their first baby born of the year as well, new baby girl Florence Miller. She's the daughter of Ella and Josh Miller from Columbus, Indiana. Florence was born in Indianapolis this morning, weighing 5 pounds and 7 ounces. Ascension St. Vincent also welcomed its first baby of 2024 at 12:01 this morning. Ascension St. Vincent says that the baby was born at the Carmel Hospital. Baby Olivia Brown was 7 pounds, 9 ounces. Parents Andrew and Brooke Brown are from Westfield and are so glad she's here. That's been your News 8 Daily 8 from Wish TV. I'm Hannah Mordeau. Watch us on wishtv.com and like us on Facebook.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.